Good morning, everybody. I'm Jay Gonzalez, the president of Curry College, and welcome to the 144th commencement ceremony of Curry College. So please remain standing as I ask Filieo, a member of the graduating class of 2024, to come forward to sing the national anthem. And following Mia's performance, please remain standing as Reverend Dr. Ian Mevorach will give the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? And the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning, Curry community. Good morning, class of 2024. Woo. Good morning, faculty, staff, and administration. Good morning, trustees. Good morning, family and friends. We gather here today in a spirit of joy, celebration, and togetherness. We are grateful, first of all, for the academic accomplishments of our students. We recognize how much they have learned at Curry and how much more prepared they are to share their gifts with the world. We are grateful for the parents, the grandparents, the extended families and friends who have supported each one of our students to make it to this day, to this stage, to this culmination of their learning experience. So thank you for being here today, and thank you for loving and supporting our students. I want to say to the class of 2024, on behalf of the whole Curry community, that we are exceedingly proud of you. You are amazing, and your journey is just beginning. In your years at Curry, you have learned so much in and out of the classroom. You have expressed your creativity and love. You have formed and nurtured friendships that will last for life. and you have made our community what it is. You've not only been at Curry, you've been Curry. Thank you. The class of 2024 has also had the opportunity in this last academic year to experience the beginning of a new chapter for Curry College, marked by the arrival and inauguration of our new president, Jay Gonzalez. In 9 short yet action-packed months, Jay's leadership of compassion, hope, innovation, and positive energy has infused our whole campus with a new sense of possibility. So in the presence of all of this gratitude, I also want to invite us all in a spirit of prayer to give thanks to that great mystery above and within us who has made this day possible. With great love and wisdom, O divine Spirit, you have woven our lives through countless twists and turns, through joy and grief, through moments of triumph and moments of failure. With great patience and artistry, you have woven each of our diverse stories and experiences together into a truly wonderful tapestry, so that we can all be here today as one big, beautiful community. In your presence, we are humbled and at the same time uplifted by the awesome gift of life. Be with us today, O loving God. Help us to celebrate in the most meaningful and joyful way. Help us to fully experience the beauty of this commencement. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend, for those powerful and beautiful words, and for everything you do to support the students at Curry College. And thank you to Filieo. Wasn't that amazing, that rendition of the national anthem? Beautiful. So I want to start with some greetings. Greetings to the staff of Curry College. Greetings to the faculty, to the members of the Board of Trustees, family members, friends, and distinguished guests. And yes, greetings to the amazing, accomplished, and resilient Curry College class of 2024. Let's all give it up for our graduating class. Yes, I realize I should have said you may be seated. This is my first time, okay? I'm just getting the hang of it. Class of 2024, you did it. And it is not easy. Earning a college degree is a big undertaking. It takes hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Everyone who pursues an undergraduate or graduate degree faces challenges along the way, and all are pushed beyond their comfort zones to expand their knowledge, their skills, and their horizons. But on top of all these typical challenges, most of you also started college during the depths of the pandemic. You faced some extraordinary challenges in your journey, yet you persevered, you adapted, and you were resilient. You did it. Be proud of your achievement. As you look back at your time at Curry, See all the challenges you overcame, and see what you learned. See the skills you developed. See the ways you opened your mind to other ideas and perspectives and experiences. See how you grew. See the members of our community who guided you, the community members who supported you, and the friendships that sustained you. And as you look forward, do so with confidence. You did it, and you can do it again and again and again. Whatever it is, Curry has prepared you for career and life success, and you have proven that you have the work ethic, competence, determination, and resilience to take on any challenge. But on this special day, as you look back and as you look forward, also be present. This is one of those life moments. Really be here for it. Breathe it in. Enjoy it. Celebrate with the faculty and staff who made it possible, with the friends and family members who supported you along the way, and with your peers who are sharing this remarkable life accomplishment with you. Today, yes, you will receive your diplomas and officially graduate from Curry College. But you are not leaving Curry, and Curry is not leaving you. You are Curry. You are Curry because your experience at Curry has had a lasting impact on who you are. As those of us who graduated from college years ago will tell you, you cannot fully appreciate now just how impactful your time at Curry has been and will continue to be over the course of your life. I'd bet $1 that you've learned more, grown more, and been exposed to more than you think you have. And most of you have developed friendships that will last a lifetime, close friendships rooted in your shared experience at Curry. You are Curry because you have been shaped by and contributed to the caring, supportive, and inclusive culture at Curry. You see the value in every single person. You've been there for others when they needed you, and they have been there for you. You've been kind and respectful and generous toward others. You've been a part of a community that invests in one another and believes that we are stronger together than alone, that everyone needs help and support, that what makes any experience rewarding is not the experience itself, but the people with whom you share that experience. Lastly, you are Curry because we will never let you go. You might be leaving the place, but you can't leave us. We will always be here for you, interested in you and the adventures and ambitions you pursue. We'll be rooting for your success and celebrating your achievements. You are and always will be part of the Curry family, and we will always be proud of you and proud to have played a meaningful role in helping you become who you are. On a personal note, I'm so grateful to have gotten to know you over the course of this past year. You provided helpful feedback and advice as I was getting my arms around this place. I loved learning about you and what you were up to at Curry, and I was constantly impressed and inspired by you. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, but I am thrilled that you are my first graduating class at Curry, and it will be a privilege to be able to hand each of you your well-deserved diploma. Congratulations and thanks to everyone at Curry who supported our class of 2024 through their educational journey. Congratulations to all the family members and friends whose love and support made today's graduation possible. And congratulations to the members of the Curry College class of 2024. You did it! It is now my pleasure to welcome David Hemenway, a member of the Curry College class of 1981 and chair of the Curry College Board of Trustees, to deliver remarks on behalf of the board. David?
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations. I am honored to represent the Board of Trustees who you see assembled behind me on this stage. Our group comes from all walks of life. Many are alums, some are honorary degree recipients, and still others did not have a direct connection before joining our board. They're accomplished professionals who have a passion for higher education and have devoted themselves to our success. But no matter where we started out, we all have one thing in common now, and that is that we are here to honor you, to pay tribute to your incredible accomplishments. And we all love Curry College. Thank you for choosing this amazing place to get your education. And thank you to your parents for entrusting us with the most important person in their lives. No matter what you do next, you will always be an alum of Curry College and an important part of this community. You know, I've often thought that there should be a one-way sign at the gate. And I didn't think much about it when I graduated. But when I was 35, I came back and taught a course at Curry that led to a whole new business. And it was only possible because one of my professors forgave me for being a very difficult student and helped me put the course together. A few years later, as you can see, I'm still here. So we hope this isn't the last time we'll see you, because as happy as we are that you're graduating today, as President Gonzalez said, we will miss you. Your professors will miss you. Graham will miss you. Please stay in touch. Come back and see us. Let us know how you're doing and how your Curry education prepared you for the outside world. Tell us how we can make it better. You can help future students and give them the benefit of your professional experience. And speaking of that, I want to wish each and every one of you personal and professional success. College is about finding a career, but it's also about finding out who you are and growing into who you want to be. Preparing for life isn't just about earning a paycheck. It's so much more. And a liberal arts education is specifically designed to provide both of those educations, the one you need to do your best work and the one you need to live your best life. So I hope you leave today with great career prospects, but also with the character to live exemplary lives. Plenty of people make a lot of money, but if you become someone who truly makes a difference in the world, someone who stands up for others, who does the right thing when it's easier to do something else, someone with character who keeps your word and does what you say you'll do, become one of those people and you'll be rich in many ways, and you'll join a much more worthy and exclusive group of people. As you go forward to change the world, and there's a lot that needs changing for sure, please remember we'll always be here rooting for you and looking forward to the day when some of you sit on this stage, many, many of you will, and say these words to a whole new group of graduates. As loud as you can, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Curry College graduating class of 2024 and their families.
Thank you, Chairman Hemenway, for your remarks, and thanks to you and the entire Board of Trustees for everything you do to support Curry College and provide guidance for us going forward. Our next speaker has been an extraordinary leader on campus, engaged in everything, and she has had a meaningful and positive impact on the Curry community. Please join me in welcoming the class orator for the class of 2024, Yvonne Welsh.
Good morning, everybody. President Gonzalez, Board of Trustees, our distinguished honorary degree recipients, esteemed faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Yvonne Welsh. I am very grateful for being here, not only as your class president, but as your class speaker. It's an honor to address such a diverse and accomplished group of individuals. As I think about the last 4 years, we have all received endless Curry emails, but a fair share might have been from me. If you read any of my emails until the bottom, there's a line that is very important to me that I would like to share with everyone. It reads, be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. After spending some time reflecting on my email signature, I was reminded of the impact we've all had on one another throughout our time here. Throughout our college journey, we have consistently been there for one another, offering support during late-night study sessions, sharing notes and resources, and providing a listening ear during challenging times. We've celebrated each other's successes and lifted each other up during setbacks. This has created a strong sense of community and camaraderie. These bonds have not only helped us succeed academically, but have also enriched our personal growth and resilience. Today, we celebrate not just the culmination of years of hard work and dedication, but also the beginning of a journey filled with endless possibilities. But my dear friends, as we stand at the symbolic finish line, let us remember that this is not the end of our journey. It's merely a checkpoint, a milestone along the road of life. And as we bask in the glow of this achievement, let us not forget the valuable lessons learned along the way. Let us carry forward the spirit of kindness and be the reason someone believes in the goodness of you. Thinking back to last month during Accepted Students Day, I hosted a table along with SGA members Jasmine and Isabella. An incoming, very eager first-year student asked us for our best piece of advice. One of the most crucial lessons that we learned is that success is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the journey itself. It's about the countless hours of hard work, the setbacks we faced, and the moments of doubt that tested how we overcome adversity. It's about having the courage to keep pushing forward, even when the path ahead seems daunting. We shared that it's easy to get caught up in the rush, the pressure to reach the finish line and graduate as quickly as possible. But in the pursuit of that degree, we told her, don't forget to savor the journey itself. Each day of college is a chapter in your personal story, filled with opportunities for growth, forging lifelong connections. But each day at Curry is filled with caring faculty and staff that want to help you not only just cross the finish line, but conquer it. Hopefully, just remember all of that when fall rolls around. That advice was based off of my experience here with all of you. As an RA for the past 4 years, I have seen so much growth on our individual and collective journey. We've learned so much from each other. We've learned to listen to one another. We've been through hate, love, and every emotion in between together. Even when we're caught up in the rush, we're in it together. Whether that's surprising your friend with their favorite Mary Lou's order or listening to their latest rant session, we've taken the time to care for each other. Life is always going to throw challenges at us. And during the past few years, we've all encountered our personal struggles. We've all seen races where people have fallen and gotten off track. We're the class to steer our peers back en route to our goals. I'd like to give a special thanks to our new president, Jay Gonzalez. He dove into our race and steered Curry in a new and transformative direction. Recently, I realized we've truly learned what it means to be Curry together. Being Curry is going into the fitness center, using the machines wrong, and leaving with a workout plan one of our colleagues put together. Being Curry is giving your friend a meal swipe and talking to them for hours in the marketplace and ending up with some ice cream. Being Curry is running on Celsius from the bookstore and Frank always restocking on your favorite flavor. Being Curry is petting Graham, our comfort dog, every chance you get. Being Curry is coming to the stew and hearing my same country playlist on repeat. And I'd have to admit, it was totally me, and I like to line dance sometimes while I work. It passes the time. Being Curry is telling Jules all about your weekend on Sunday morning. Woo, go Jules! Being Curry is having dedicated faculty that send interesting articles your way when they're away doing research of their own. But most importantly, being Curry is being kind. I'd even like to give a shout out to our classmate, Max Kennedy. Max, where are ya? Woo! Max has worked endlessly to get his company up and running. His company is Intentional Acts of Kindness, something I hope we can all get on board with as Curry graduates. Today is a testament to our resilience, determination, unwavering purple pride, and our commitment to being kind. As we embark on this journey beyond the halls of academia, let us carry with us values instilled in us by our alma mater. Let us embrace diversity, foster inclusion, and strive for excellence in all that we do. Let us be bold in our pursuits, compassionate in our interactions, and devoted in our commitment to making a positive difference in the world. Class of 2024, the future awaits and it is yours for the taking. Congratulations, and may our paths be filled with endless opportunities and boundless success. So, sadly, you won't be receiving more emails from me, but never forget my last line. Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. Thank you all.
How great was that? Come on, one more time for Yvonne Welsh. And I want to say, Max Kennedy, I'm wearing my Intentional Acts of Kindness bracelet right now. So we have the honor and privilege of having some extraordinary people with us today to whom we're going to confer honorary degrees from Curry College. People who represent the resilience and the kindness that Yvonne just spoke of. We're going to begin, let me make sure I say this correctly officially. I'm going to now call Mike Bosco Associate Provost for Academic Administration, to present the honorary degree candidate, Michael Cox, Commissioner of the Boston Police Department.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present Michael Cox to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws.
Commissioner Michael Cox, you have devoted your law enforcement career to justice, integrity, and positive change. Growing up in the Roxbury neighborhood of Boston, there were not many police officers who looked like you. But that did not deter you from forging your own path, breaking down the barriers and status quo of those times, and working towards making the profession more equitable. Early in your career, you survived a terrible incident of mistaken identity and violence at the hands of fellow officers and used it as a catalyst for change. Rather than focus on the negative, you became an advocate for transparency, accountability, and reform within law enforcement. And you were determined to further your education to do so, earning a master's in criminal justice right here at Curry College. Now, as the leader of the Boston Police Department, you are dedicated to public safety and you prioritize community relations and fostering trust with city residents. You care deeply about your fellow officers and support them to be the best they can be in a profession that has seen great change. You are embracing and driving positive change in policing, including training in de-escalation of incidents and different approaches to mental health responses. All of it is a testament to your steadfast commitment to protecting and serving the community. It is my pleasure to recognize your resilience, exceptional leadership, and dedication to a life of service. Michael Cox, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Commissioner. I will now call upon Dr. Cara Provost, Professor of Writing and Faculty Chair, to bring forward the honorary degree candidate, Colette Phillips.
Colette Phillips, you are a visionary leader in the fields of public relations, marketing, and community engagement. And I would like to have President Gonzalez will now confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
As Cara said, Colette Phillips, you are a visionary leader in the fields of public relations, marketing, and community engagement. You are an entrepreneur, a teacher, and an author. And on top of all of that, you have a gift for leveraging the power of people through relationships. Since you arrived in Boston as a 17-year-old college student from the island of Antigua, you have single-handedly transformed the city's social fabric, and you have been instrumental in shaping policies and practices that ensure greater representation and inclusivity across various sectors. As an immigrant black woman who founded her own public relations company, who founded her own public relations company in Boston in 1986, you were a trailblazer in the Boston business community. You overcame barriers by building trusted relationships and through your resilience, hard work, and determination. You earned a place in a business community that did not have many leaders like you, and you have served as a role model for countless other women and entrepreneurs of color. And 38 years later, Colette Phillips Communications is a thriving, well-known contributor to the Boston business community. As the founder of Get Connected, you have been a driving force behind numerous initiatives that celebrate and amplify the voices of marginalized communities. You bridge divisions and foster a sense of belonging for all. Through your positivity, persistence, and persuasiveness, you have lifted up so many professionals of color by connecting them to each other and to leaders they might not otherwise have the opportunity to know. You have changed the power structure in Boston by opening doors, being inclusive, and simply helping people get to know each other better. You have inspired many to do the same, including me. It is my pleasure to recognize your resilience, inspiring leadership, and lifelong commitment to an inclusive society. Colette Phillips, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. I will now call Dr. Eric Murasep, Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, to present the honorary degree candidate, Sally Snowman.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present Sally Snowman to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
Dr. Sally Snowman, when you were in kindergarten, I understand, you already knew that you wanted to grow to be a teacher. And as you struggled in school with learning differences, you knew you wanted to help and care for students with similar struggles to make sure that theirs was a positive and enriching learning experience. In your own words, you always wanted to protect the underdogs. Throughout your career as an educator, you kept that focus, eventually finding your way to Curry's Master's in Education program, earning your degree, and then joining the Curry faculty for 16 years. Where you were also involved in PAL, our Program for Advancement in Learning. And in your private practice over the years, you helped many students with learning differences and their families navigate complicated school systems. Then you made an extraordinary pivot and became the first female civilian U.S. Coast Guard keeper and site supervisor at Boston Light in its 307-year history. How cool is that? After 20 years of service, you were the last remaining lighthouse keeper in the United States of America when you retired last year. Not only did you maintain this historic site, but you educated visitors and wrote books about its history. And today, as a certified yoga teacher and sound healer, you continue to impart your knowledge and care for others, a true educator for life. It is my pleasure to recognize your resilience, your unwavering commitment to students and education, and your dedication in a public service role. Sally Snowman, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. I will now call upon Dr. Michelle McMahon, Dean of the School of Nursing, to present the honorary degree candidate, Adrianne Haslet.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present Adrianne Haslet to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Arts.
Adrianne Haslet, we are so honored to have you here as our commencement speaker, but first, we'd like to recognize you as one of our honorary degree recipients. Adrianne, you are an amazing individual whose resilience, courage, and dedication have inspired countless people worldwide. As a former professional ballroom dancer and now a motivational speaker and advocate for amputee rights, you exemplify the indomitable spirit of perseverance and the power of positive transformation. After being severely injured in the Boston Marathon bombing, you faced unimaginable realities of life as an amputee and as a survivor of terrorism. Despite this, you refused to let these difficult circumstances define you. You quickly rose to meet your daily challenges with fierce determination. You worked towards returning to the dance floor and becoming a symbol of strength and resilience for many along the way. As a motivational speaker and amputee advocate, you have shared the stage with community, business, and world leaders, and you have received recognition from numerous individuals and organizations, including being honored by the Anti-Defamation League at the Kennedy Center for your work speaking out against terrorism, anti-Semitism, and hate. You also became a distance runner and have run in multiple Boston marathons yourself. In 2021, the BAA added an official para-athletics division of the race due to your advocacy. This is just one example of how your efforts have led to greater awareness and understanding of the needs of amputees, as well as improved access to resources and support. It is my pleasure to recognize your resilience, unwavering determination, and profound contributions through your advocacy work. Adrianne Haslet, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Arts and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. It is now my distinct honor to invite our commencement speaker to address the class of 2024. Please join me in providing a warm and enthusiastic welcome to now Dr. Adrianne Haslet.
Wow. Dr. Haslet, my parents are watching a live stream from Seattle. Hi, Mom and Dad, I did it. Thank you so very much. Hello, and thank you to President Gonzalez, Provost Dr. Robert Shea, faculty, distinguished guests, fellow recipients, family, friends, the greatest staff dog, Graham, and of course, the 2024 graduating class of Curry College. It is so wonderful to be in front of you today. I must confess, when President Gonzalez first reached out to the invitation to deliver your commencement address today, I was overwhelmed with imposter syndrome. I didn't think I had the credentials to stand before you today here at your college graduation. You see, I didn't actually go to college. Despite me standing before you in this robe, cap, and gown, I am not, in fact, one of you. Yet my imposter syndrome of being here quickly turned to a humble honor to speak to you today once President Gonzalez and I sat down for lunch and I heard his passion, his drive, and his love for this college and all of you graduates. He may have shed a few tears at that moment too, but that's not surprising. It's what we love him for. He shared stories of students achieving and dreaming far beyond their years and this campus. His face and his smile lit up like a Christmas tree as he told me stories of its rich history, the faculty, and the accomplishments you, Curry College, class of 2024, have achieved. And I must say, that energy and passion was contagious. I am truly honored to join in the chorus of everyone here to celebrate you today. When I was just 3 days old, I was adopted into a loving family with a father who graduated from the Naval Academy and served in Vietnam, and a mother who had an independent books and records store in Seattle. Adopted just 2.5 years prior were 2 twin boys who would grow up to be my 2 best friends. Having 2 older brothers was a lot like having 2 extra dads, but suppose looking back, I think it kept me out of a little bit of trouble, but not all of it. And I'm forever grateful. My brothers were always home on time, they got straight A's, they never talked back, and went off to private college. And then there was me. But we'll get to that in a minute. The parents are laughing because they all have that one too. Being that my parents had an independent books and records store, we had endless authors, illustrators, writers, and musicians and traveling bands at our kitchen table every night for dinner and staying the night in our home. It wasn't odd to see authors like Eric Carle drawing the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar on our walls, or meeting Gloria Steinem, or perhaps my mom helping Eddie Vedder with his book drive. It was, let's say, a unique way to grow up. You can imagine then, with a bookstore, that we did not have a television. The first time I ever saw a television was visiting my aunt and uncle's house, where they quickly put us to bed, and I immediately snuck back downstairs. I was about 8 years old, and I snuck back downstairs and I saw all the parents sitting there with their fancy grape juice glasses and standing in front and sitting in front of a television. And I snuck behind the chair. You know the chair in everybody's relatives' homes where it's made of carpet and it smells really bad, and it's usually where grandma or grandpa sits. And I pressed my little face against this chair, trying to hide from the adults with my giant Coke bottle glasses and my bright red hair. I was nerd all the way. And I looked at the screen, and it was this movie of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Hence the reason my Fred Astaire service dog is here today, named after Fred Astaire. He and Graham are already best friends. In the film, Ginger Rogers was wearing a silk organza gown and ostrich feathers, and she was dancing with Fred Astaire in ballroom dancing, better, backwards, and in high heels, and I was smitten. My little eight-year-old jaw hit the ground, and I was in love. I knew exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up. Ginger Rogers. I danced through elementary, middle, and high school, and then I heard people talking about this thing called college. I had seen my perfect older brothers go away to college and was convinced in order to become Ginger Rogers, I would need to get started right away on dance, and I would need to skip calculus and college altogether. My parents quickly told me if I took that route, I would be cut off. They said I would need to get a job, get a new place to live, and get some money of my own. And I suppose it turned into me becoming a motivational speaker because I then followed that with, that's only 3 things. I can do that. I got my apartment, my job folding jeans at Old Navy, and I began auditioning for dance companies. I eventually got lucky and was picked up by a company and was elated to be a full-time ballroom dancer. I would travel and compete and perform in judging competitions. I was living my dream. I was so excited. I got to dance with top hats and tails every day, wear sparkly gowns and heels with this bronzer and the spray tan and the lashes and the nails, and I was so excited. I moved to Boston from Seattle to get a better coach and a new partner, and I worked really hard. Eventually, I managed to make it to 3rd in the world in my company for ballroom dancing. When I returned to my studio, thank you, I thought I had made it. I had been chasing perfect, whatever the heck that is. I wanted to be first in the world. And when I came back to Boston, to my studio, my boss, surprisingly, was livid. I was so proud of my accomplishment, but he looked at me dead in the eye and said, next time, Adrianne, unless you come in first, please don't bother coming home. Same. I was like, what the foxtrot is he saying to me right now? That can't, I just made Jay really nervous. I was so upset and I couldn't believe it, but then I realized I had surrounded myself with perfect, right? I had surrounded myself with people that needed to be perfect. And I did what anyone does when you're upset at work. I went to the bathroom and cried. I decided to go home, and I went home and cried myself to sleep and woke up the next morning and decided to take a day off. Now, we don't usually take days off as professional athletes. As dancers, we're not really considered professional athletes, but dancers think it's really adorable that Brady has an off season. We just think that's so cute that he has another person that knows all of his moves. We don't. We don't take days off. And I remember thinking usually our days off are dancing 6 hours instead of 10 or 12. I called my boss and said, I think I'm going to take a day off today. And he told me if I took a day off, I may not have a job tomorrow. My body shook, I cried some more, and I hung up the phone. I decided to take that day. I needed to reevaluate and think things through. I took myself out to lunch. I never explored Boston. I'd been there for 4 or 5 years. I'd never explored it. I was living in the studio. And I decided to take a walk after lunch, and I noticed what I thought to be a parade 1 street over. I saw people running, some with numbers on their chests, across the finish line, and I tapped a guy on the shoulder and I said, what is this? And he looks at me up and down with my Oompa Loompa spray tan and my nails and my lashes and my 3-inch heels that we were contracted to wear because we were training our feet. Even in the grocery store, I'm that girl. And he looked me up and down and he said, that's the Boston Marathon. And I said, how far are they running? And he said, 26.2 miles. And I said, for a statement necklace and a free banana, are you kidding me? But I admired the athleticism and the drive and the dedication and the passion of those runners, even if they were crossing the finish line while throwing up and crying and passing out. Runners are a little crazy. I couldn't believe that people would actually sweat in public. A ballroom dancer would never. I decided to stay, and I started walking a few blocks away from the finish line. I was about 3 blocks away, and I heard a loud bang behind me. I turned and looked, and it was black smoke everywhere. Police with their guns drawn, and runners running now in all directions. It was chaos, and I heard screaming. I knew that we were under attack. The ground shook. I placed both of my hands over my ears and immediately went down. All I saw was gray. I didn't know if I was alive or not. And I remember I couldn't see or hear or move or do anything, and I smelled that all too familiar smell when you leave your hair under the curling iron a little too long. And I realized that was smoke, and I lifted my hand and put out a fire on my eyebrow and my hair. And I looked down and I tried to lift my right leg, and I lifted my right leg, and I really saw a giant gash, and I lifted my left leg, and I lifted my left leg, and I couldn't lift it, and then I realized it was just gone. And I thought two things. One, there goes Ginger. And two, there is no way my family and friends can get here to say goodbye. How selfish of me for being and trying to chase perfect. I vowed then and there that my work going forward would serve others. My life was saved many times that day. First, by an off-duty doctor who whipped off his belt in one felt swoop like Indiana Jones and tied a tourniquet around my left leg, and much to the man who was standing next to him's surprise, also ripped off his belt and tied it around my right leg. And the second man who saved my life that day was my Superman surgeon. We're still friends to this day. His daughter is getting into ballroom dance, and we speak every week. The coming days were long and frightening. I did an interview with Anderson Cooper, who asked if I'd ever dance again. Somewhere deep inside me, I said, yes, I'd like to try. I think I might be able to. I've heard of this thing called a prosthetic that I might be able to wear so I could walk, and if I can walk, you can dance. It's what I always told my students. And that felt so good to say my dream out loud that I then said, I also want to run the Boston Marathon as a thank you for all of the Boston Strong strength being shown to us survivors, as my dad is waving his arms behind the camera saying, you forged notes in high school to get out of running the obligatory mile. You don't sweat in public. But I really wanted to thank everyone. Later that evening, a doctor, not my own, came into my room and said, listen, I saw your Anderson interview, and I've been here. I've been here for about 20 years, and I've seen it all, but I've never seen an amputee dancer. And I think it's important that we keep dreams realistic around here, and I just want to let you know, your chances are 1 in a million, and you probably shouldn't have hope. Yeah, same. What the foxtrot is that person saying to me right now? I couldn't believe it. I raised my finger in the air, and it may not have been this one, and I said, if my chances are 1 in a million, I will be that one. Get out of my room. And that brings me to one of the greatest life lessons I want to share with you, 2024 Curry graduates. When someone tells you something can't be done, it is more of a reflection of their limitations and not yours. I'll say it again. When someone tells you something can't be done, it is more of a reflection of their limitations and not yours. Not yours. That counts for me, that counts for your parents, that counts for the alumni, that counts for everyone. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. I know that to be true. Weeks later, after that man never reached his 20 years at that hospital, I was checking out of the hospital with my Superman surgeon. He held my discharge papers in his hand, and he asked for us to have the room. Just the two of us. You can imagine how close we had grown to each other going through the unimaginable those past few weeks. And he said, Adrianne, we need to sign these papers, but before we do, you and I signing these papers, I need you to make me 3 promises. And I said, okay, what are they? And he said, promise number 1, you won't let anyone else take out your stitches. And I said, I have massive trust issues. I've gone to him for a blister before since then. Not kidding. I have major trust issues, I promise. I will not see anyone else. And he said, good. Promise number 2, Adrianne, when you dance again, not if, you tell me, and I'll be there. Whether that's in your kitchen or on a stage, I will be there to cheer you on. And I said, I promise, even though I didn't believe a word of it. And I didn't think I could. And he said, okay, Adrianne, promise number 3. When you run the Boston Marathon, not if, you tell me, and I will be there. And I said, I promise. And we had tears streaming down our faces. And he said, you're gonna do it. And I said, I promise. And he said, let's sign these. I never thought I would ever accomplish such a feat. But this is the lesson I learned, graduates. You believe in the conviction of others even when you may not believe it yourself. I don't like to make sweeping judgments of people. I think we all don't want to do that. But I am going to make a sweeping judgment of everyone here today, including your family and friends. This one I believe to be true. None of us need help doubting ourselves. We've got that down. But we do need help believing in ourselves. And when we believe in the conviction of others, they don't hear that little voice in our heads that's doubting us. They see our potential, just like all of the people surrounding you graduates see your potential today. But we do need help believing in ourselves. Look around this stadium right now. Your classmates to your left and to your right, your faculty, your family, your friends, and Graham all believe in you. When you apply for that job, when you take that leap, when you give that presentation and you begin to doubt your ability, because it'll happen, know that we, everyone here, knows and stands firm in our conviction that you can do it. Remember this moment right here, this moment, sitting in this stadium, that you are here surrounded by those that know you already have what it takes. I went on, yes you do. I went on to not only fulfill promise number 1 of the stitches, that was the easiest, and promise number 2 of dancing again with my Superman surgeon there. Then it was time for promise number 3, to run the Boston Marathon. People would ask me about it, and I would say, did you know that's 26.2 miles? They drive you a few cities away, and you have to run home. You just run for 26, you pay to do it, and then you, on your day off, and you just, for 20, you sweat in public. There are people watching. I was untrained and naive. I ran a 10-miler only in training. And I thought, well, shoot, I could double that and add 6. And there I stood at the start line for the 2016 Boston Marathon. I heard people talk about fueling and training and hills and planning and all the running they had done and the 20-milers they had run and the course and what they were going to do. And I had the worst panic attack of imposter syndrome I've ever had in my life. And I've had some doozies. That is when my friend turned to me and said the greatest life lesson I have ever learned. What will get you to the finish line is nothing compared to what got you to the start. I'll say it again. What will get you to the finish line is nothing compared to what got you to the start. So often, we stand at the beginning of something and look at the task ahead of us, the 26.2 miles, the stepping onto Curry campus for the first time, all this monumental task ahead of us, forgetting all of the things that have already got us here to this moment. Sitting where you are now at the finish line of hard work and dedication, it's easy to think of only your long road ahead. Your new starting line, jobs, housing, relationships, but don't you dare forget to stop and think about all that it took to get you here in this moment right now. Only 4 short years ago, you stepped onto this campus as your start line. You were new, nervous, and uncertain. You made friends, you found your classes, you moved into your housing, you were assigned a supportive Curry leader to assist your student loans and help you with classes, and you've navigated some of your biggest accomplishments and your most devastating disappointments, not to mention endless deadlines. You've problem solved, failed, and picked yourself back up. You've conquered and fought to stay ahead in spite of your doubts and fears. And here you sit today at both a finish line and a start line. It's a good place to be. Relish in it, graduates. You did it. So as you look forward, again, never forget to look back. As I stood at that start line for my first marathon, I was intimidated. Yes, very intimidated. But I knew I had learned to walk on a foot I could not feel, learned how to navigate snow underfoot of a foot I couldn't feel, and dance. I learned how to do stairs, I learned how to shower without a foot, and I knew my long road ahead would be long. But I also knew I could do it. It just might take a little longer than the runners to my right and the runners to my left. And as the gun went off, I ran for about 0.6 miles. And then I walked, and then I stopped and sat at a curb. I hugged every police officer, in Boston police officer, that was keeping us safe. I hugged every first responder. I took a nap in a medical tent. I stopped for shots with college students. Sure did. Hung out with the girls in Wellesley, stopped for a burger and a beer, kept going, took a few more shots with the guys at BU, needed another nap in a medical tent, and kept moving forward. My naivete didn't notice the 30,000 runners past me as I came across that finish line, dead last in the Boston Marathon at the time of 10 hours and 44 minutes. Excuse me. Just minutes after I crossed that famed finish line, then President Barack Obama tweeted me and said, "Thank you, Adrianne, for being Boston strong. Terror and bombs can't stop us. We carry on and we finish the race." My Superman surgeon was there, watching and cheering as I crossed my longest finish line yet. The third and final promise delivered. I'm gonna have a frog in my throat. Excuse me. My third and final promise delivered. Now, graduates, I know that you also know what it is like to get knocked down a time or two. You, the Curry graduating class of 2024, have had a tough go. You were raised in schools and shootings and drills and terror in the headlines and wars in the news. You've had terror in your backyards. You have seen war and political turmoil and injustice and despair. You already know how to carry on despite it all. That is grit. And let me tell you about grit. It's the key to life. I know a thing or two about it. Webster's dictionary defines grit as courage and resolve, strength of character. And I don't know about you, but if your character is going to be defined by something, grit and strength, those are pretty darn good traits. That is the start of building a legacy. A legacy is built in the small moments of holding the door open for others and having more face-to-face conversations than social media, of helping your classmates and future business partners succeed in equal measure to helping yourself achieve your goals, of the relationships you build. Curry graduates, you've made it. This is it. Just 4 years ago, you stepped onto this campus. Some of you, it's your first family to go to college. Some of you are doing this solo without the support of loved ones. These are your loved ones here today celebrating you. Some of you are under incredible support of the PAL program, the first college in the nation to offer a program for people with learning disabilities. Some of you are proud immigrants. Some of you are student athletes dedicating your off time to community service. Some of you are going on to take over boardrooms and classrooms and create rooms we haven't even thought of yet. And all of you, thanks to the support of the faculty and leaders of Curry, are more than equipped and prepared for whatever your future holds. President Gonzalez launched the Curry Commitment to ensure graduates' success in their future, and I cannot think of a more supportive, encouraging launching pad than Curry College. I know a thing or two about imposter syndrome and feeling like we don't belong. I felt this way when I advocated for a new division in the Boston Marathon. You see, when I came in dead last, I wanted to know what it was like to come in first, slightly competitive. I wanted to be there to find a space and hold a space for us, but we didn't have a space for us. We didn't have a division. Even the Paralympics don't think that we can go further than 200 meters, still, despite my hundreds of phone calls. Yet we, people with disabilities, are the largest population and the largest minority in this country, crossing all social, economic, and racial backgrounds. Yet we are the largest population that doesn't vote because we are never talked about in politics and rarely accounted for in everyday conversation. And I didn't like the sound of that at all. I fought hard and finally got a new division for fellow amputees and people with limb difference. That evening, I remember sitting in bed, scrolling social media, because that's what you should do when you want a good night's sleep. And I had countless videos, you know, those YouTube videos of when people say, we got a puppy, or you got into Curry, or we're going to Disneyland, and you cry just watching it because you're excited for their excitement. I had hundreds of videos of people sending me videos of them telling their friends with limb difference that they could one day win the Boston Marathon. Remember, graduates, if you don't see yourself in the room you are in, knock those tables over, knock that ceiling down, crash the entire staircase to blow it to pieces if you must, until you are heard and seen and included. Remember, diversity is being invited to the dance. Inclusion is being asked to dance. I am so proud to deliver this commencement knowing that Curry recently hired their first Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Belonging, who I had the pleasure of meeting last night in President Gonzalez's home. I've always said, we have no right to the cards we think we should have been dealt, but we have an obligation to play the hell out of the hand we're holding. And Curry has stacked your deck with a great hand to play. A lot of you were robbed of your high school graduation and prom because of the pandemic, so I know you are ready to celebrate like never before tonight. Heck yeah, you are. Especially that front row right there. But before I end this talk and let you get to celebrating and get to cheer you on as you come across the stage, I want you to know and to take a look around right now. Your family, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests are all here, and we support you. We care deeply for you and your future. Graduates, this is your time. This is your day. You have fought so hard and been through so much. The world doesn't quite know what to do with people like us, people who have been through hell and still they stand, people who get knocked down and doubted, failed, and still rose again, people who defy the odds and the statistics. I know the statistics you have been fighting. People who the world knocked down, and instead of becoming bitter and small, we decided to change the world around us instead. And here you stand, at your finish line and your start line. This is your time to shine. Make it count, Curry College. You are soon to be alumni. Making those memories and enjoy celebrating tonight with those you love. Hug those around you and thank them, knowing that you have an entire army of humans right here supporting you. Congratulations on your finish and your start line to the 2024 graduates of Curry College. Congratulations. Congratulations, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Adrianne Haslet. Wow. I know I speak for every single person here when I say thank you, Adrianne, for sharing your inspirational story of resilience and for your inspiring message for our graduates. I was telling somebody recently, I can't remember who gave my commencement address when I graduated from college. I'd bet $1 that every single person here is going to remember you, and thank you. I now invite Dr. John Santilli to the podium to present the New Era Award. Dr. Santilli is a member of the Curry College class of 1971, for which this award is named. He's also a recipient of an honorary doctorate from Curry College in 2002. Dr. Santilli chaired the Curry College Board of Trustees from 1996 until 2002, and he continues to serve as a member of the board, and I'm grateful to have him as a colleague. This guy bleeds purple. John.
Good morning. My comments here aren't nearly as memorable, I guess, as the prior speaker, but this person that I'm going to speak about is very deserving. The New Era Award was established by my class of 1971 in recognition of the college's achievement of regional accreditation under the authority of the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. This accomplishment, a milestone in our history, was the collective work of the trustees, faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Curry, and launched what we now call the new era for our college. Each year, the New Era Award is presented to a graduating senior who, by virtue of their academic excellence, participation in curricular and extracurricular activities, is determined to have contributed most to the enrichment of the class and therefore the college. This year's recipient majored in sociology with a minor in law and society and a concentration in critical inequality studies, while maintaining a GPA of 3.4. Her accomplishments, I gave the secret away, I guess. Her accomplishments in leadership are truly exceptional, and faculty and staff across campus recognize the impact of her contributions in their nominations. During her time at Curry, she was a lead residence assistant, a student center building manager, an intern for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and a teaching assistant for the sociology class. The first student to hold this role, she centered much of her campus involvement around diversity and social justice issues to foster a stronger community at Curry. She is the outgoing executive president of the Student Government Association, and she was a student leader for Alternative Spring Break, the Strategic Planning Committee, the Bias Response Team, and the Leadership Conference Committee. She hosted a myriad of programs, including several events for the first-gen students. Her nominators said she's an excellent example of a Curry student who has excelled academically while being an enthusiastic and caring leader in her extracurricular activities. She has made Curry a better place, and we wish her all the best as she heads to Boston College's Pine Manor Institute for success. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of Curry's New Era Award for 2024, Yvonne Welsh.
Gang, it's time. Now is the time. Actually, I got to give the mic to the provost, Bob Shea.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, and Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership please rise? President Gonzalez, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, and Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership.
By action of Curry College, the Board of Trustees concurring, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, or Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership, as the case may be, and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Michael Arthur Keeney. Soleil Archambault. Brendan Lawrence Bedell. Tyler Owen Chapman. Jamelis Hernandez Torres. Jorkive Eribe. Stephanie Ann Walker Mendel. Caitlin Zeman. John Ryan Erickson. Bridget Mary Green. James Warren Jackson. Julian Robert Jaume. Edward Thomas Kays III. David P. Montero. Jack Needham. Patrick James Parsons. Diploma is being presented by Dr. Nicole Parsons, Assistant Professor and Co-Director for the Program of Advancement of Learning. Kevin Fitzgerald Pete Jr. Kobe Hunter Porosky. William Roach. Eric Daniel Smith. Gregory J. Tavares. Raymond Travers. Zach Jacob Weinstein. Naomi Afian Akan. Amanda Marie Angel. Hannah Marie Bates. Miranda Callahan. Patrick J. Comer. Haley Christine Drezick. Tyler Jason Fisher. Sarah Weller Hurd. Kathleen Kelly. Loporto. Nicole Loporto. Shannon P. Mahoney. Shaban A. Mahoney. Justin J. Martin. Carrie Ann Lee Mazzilli. Patricia McCann. Gabrielle S. Pallado. Kendall E. Reed. Rashida Saich. Richard Mark Savage, Jr. Stephanie S. Stanley Coyne. Morgana Subramanian. Jennifer Page Warden. The diploma is being presented by Michelle Warden from a financial aid counselor. Nicholas Matthew Bell. Brandon Prescott. Angelo Thomas Sardegna. Michael J. Broomstein. Joan Elizabeth Blanchard. Raju Butchan. Yanka I. Camacho. Ashley L. Como. Emily Michelle Freeman. Pamela J. Gilbo. Courtney Jane Hill. Thank you. Athra Mika. Angela Rubino Nelson. Ashlyn Pierre. You can go. Lindsay Marie Ralston. Haley Marie Rose. Brittany Sloss. Victoria Alexandra Stodolnik. Rebecca M. Valandri.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise? President Gonzalez, I present to you the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By action of Curry College, the Board of Trustees concurring, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelors of Science, as the case may be, and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Madison Lee Brown, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Thank you. Julia Benson Iricola, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Haley Erin Ferreira, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Tao Zachary Uzuka, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Ariel L. Skillum, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Salutatorian. Allison Ann Hoffman, summa cum laude, salutatorian. George Emmanuel Vankitis, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Joseph Rebello, magna cum laude, salutatorian. Yvonne Welsh, SGA Body President, cum laude, class Orator. Thank you. Hannah A. Jordan, magna cum laude, SGA Executive Vice President. Jasmine Alea Brandeo, Class President.
Yes! Kyla Dos Santos Leo.
Kyla Dos Santos Leah, magna cum laude, Class Vice President. Stephen A. Stackhouse, magna cum laude, Class Treasurer. Stephen A. Stackhouse, magna cum laude, Class Treasurer. Ariana Lee Perkins, Class Secretary. Cassandra Isabella Blott, magna cum laude, Class Representative. Alexandra Marie Borkov, magna cum laude, Class Representative. Ethelia Pelkodas, magna cum laude, Class Representative. Zachary B. Aldrich, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Allen, magna cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Almeida, magna cum laude. Ivana Gonsalves Andrade. Jyla Andrade. Madison Andrews, cum laude. Noah Evans Antoine. Abby May Arujo. Taylor Lynn Archibald. Madison Aruda, magna cum laude. Arteezy. Nicole Arteezy. Jocelyn Antencori Guaman. Kendra O'Coin, cum laude. Shay Edward Bagdaz. Alexis Jordan Ballin, cum laude. Paul Barney, magna cum laude. Anne Elizabeth Barrett. Jason Javon Barrios, magna cum laude. Sydney Barrios. Madison Ann Balleur, cum laude. Austin Belferi, Belfay. Gregory Paul Bennett, magna cum laude. Slow down a little. We're just going to wait till if you come. Patrick Bernard. Nicole E. Blunt. Cleo and Rose Mungay Barthwick, magna cum laude. I'm just going to wait 1 second. Michelle M. Basolis. Floridalia Azucena Baumann. Paige Burgoyne, magna cum laude. Nia Simone Brewster. Austin Mitchell Brown. Connor J. Bryant. Sarah A. Burt. Owen Christopher Bynum, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Cahill. Blake Joseph Canestraro, magna cum laude. Thank you. Jack Evan Canto. Victoria G. Carlton, cum laude. Kerrigan. Skylar Marie Kerrigan, summa cum laude. Kaylee N. Carrillo, magna cum laude. Alan Samuel Cient. Elizabeth Centeo Lopes. Sarah Madeline Channon, cum laude. Marie Junie Charles. Haley Marie Chanette. Chloe Elizabeth Chavir, magna cum laude. Cecilia Lynn Chenard, magna cum laude. Alana Rose Cleaves, cum laude. Got it. Aaron J. Cohen. Lauren Charlotte Colby. Taylor N. L. Conley, summa cum laude. Erin Sarah Connors, magna cum laude. Kayla Joanne Cook, magna cum laude. Sarah Margaret Corbin, magna cum laude. Sinead Corrigan. Jonah David Cowan, cum laude. Jessica Ann Crest, magna cum laude. Patricia Crosby. Alexandria Lee Croto. Christopher Ryan Curran. Carolyn Rose Curtis. Thomas R. Daigle. Thomas G. Davis. Stephen Cabral. Harrison Ned Dean, magna cum laude. Lana Rose DeMarco, cum laude. Grace Kathleen Denholm.
Walk over now.
One sec. Antonio Michael De Resta. Albert Luigi De Bella. Claude Emanuela Devers. Caitlin Marie Donovan. Abigail Dorsenville. Nathan David Downs, cum laude. Aiden Michael Doyle. Serena Grace Dunlap, summa cum laude. Christina Maria Edaus, magna cum laude. Darren Edwards. Okay. Abdel Rahman Eltheim. Elena Rose Eschman. Vanessa Estrella, magna cum laude. Good, how you doing? Congratulations. Morgan Andrew Estrella, magna cum laude. Andrew Roberts Evans, magna cum laude. Every August Ewell, summa cum laude. Evan John Phalens, cum laude. Jordan Christina Ferrello, magna cum laude. Mayor Raelyn Filieo, cum laude, class national anthem singer. Destiny Evelise Florentino. Shannon Elizabeth Folan, magna cum laude. Zoe E. Forrest. Daniela Celeste Fortin Lopez. Avia Elizabeth Frayne, magna cum laude. Diploma presented by Dr. Patrick Frayne, Senior Lecturer in Education. Morgan Taylor French, magna cum laude. Madison Riley Fry, summa cum laude. Joseph Anthony Fusaro, magna cum laude. Nicholas Julian George. Thank you. Irene N. Gutau. Oh, it says in there. Jared Ross Goldstein. Connor W. Good. What's that? Oh, Benjamin, sure. And say your last name for me? Godoff. Benjamin Lewis Godoff, magna cum laude.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Congratulations.
Not too difficult.
Oh, you're a good one.
Sean Gould.
Yeah. Middle initial?
Yeah.
Sean Gould. Daniel Patrick Grant. Congratulations.
You know how to say it?
Nia Simone Greenwich. Adara Haley Greenstein, magna cum laude. Lauren May Griffey Parks, magna cum laude. William Emmanuel Guapa Uvi, magna cum laude. Ava Marie Guilfoyle. Heather Cahoon Gustafson. Andres Philip Haas, magna cum laude. Samantha Lee Hibon. Devaney Rain Hall. Kayla Hanushek. Eleanor Marie Hardman, cum laude. Rachel M. Healy. Lunique Henley, cum laude. Gertrude Hilaire. Ashley J. Hurlbert. Tatiana Catherine Hippolyte. Jacob B. Idarola. Lindsay Bay Idarola. Sydney Embrashia. Erin Elizabeth Jackson. Judiah Nigel Jackson. Alina Rose Jones, magna cum laude. Daniela Joseph, cum laude. Marie G. Julian. Lakaya E. Lakayla E. Kamra. Sure. William James Carsis. Yep. William James Carsis. Olga V. Cavallou. Benjamin Keffer. I'm just going to wait 1 second. Congratulations. Lisa Kelly. Max James Kennedy. Hold on a second. Just let me get over there. Matthew A. Kent. Timothy Kent, cum laude. Austin Michael Kessler, summa cum laude. Taylor Ann Kinsley, magna cum laude. Ryan Tucker Kirkpatrick, summa cum laude. Kayla Marie Knutson, summa cum laude. Andrew John Cozio, magna cum laude. Alexis Kinsley LaPearl, magna cum laude. Love the hat. Levy. And first name Leah? Leah Nicole Levy, magna cum laude. Adrian Leary, cum laude. Aiden Robert Lee, magna cum laude. Abigail Kate Leonard. Congratulations. Laterno. Lucas Paul Laterno, summa cum laude. Theodore Thomas Lecce. Hannah Levy, magna cum laude. Anthony Joseph Lewis, magna cum laude. Valerie L. Jean. Tell me the last name again. Frida J. Liaga. Aiden Jeffrey Locke. Zachary Richard Lum, cum laude. Jacqueline Marie McDonald.
Kyle McDonald, magna cum laude. Morgan Marie McDonald. Karen Lynn McLean. Dennis Solomon McGuire. Kristen R. Maldero. Matthew Philip Malone. Danielle Rose Manning. Joshua Markovitz. Mark Elliott Martin, cum laude. Giovanni Fernandez Martins. Zuri Iman Masaya, magna cum laude. Connor Francis McCann. His diploma will be presented by Nancy McCann, Associate Director of Enrollment and Marketing, Continuing Education and Graduate Studies. Stephen John McCarthy. Taylor McDermott, magna cum laude. Caroline Elizabeth McDonald, summa cum laude. Amanda Marie McFawn. Ian Enrique McGonigal, magna cum laude. Jared Donovan McGrath. Shannon McGurdy. Alexandra Grace Meter, magna cum laude. Gabriela Maderos. Mason A. Maderos, magna cum laude. Alexis Marie Torres, cum laude. Colette May Miller, summa cum laude. Helen Misercola. Patrick J. Maduno, magna cum laude. Christian Monez, magna cum laude. Jovina Rosa Montero, summa cum laude. Gia Marie Monteleone, cum laude. Megan Margaret Ann Montilio, cum laude. Kelsey A. Montori. Madison M. Moore, magna cum laude. Sophia Elizabeth Moore. Sarah Murdoch. Margaret Murphy. Tiana G. Nascimento. Maori Joan Nickerson, cum laude. Lily Anna Nyan, cum laude. Nicholas M. Norman, magna cum laude. Macy Kate O'Brien, magna cum laude. Morgan Marie O'Brien, cum laude. Christina Margaret O'Connor. Kathleen Bridget O'Hagan, magna cum laude. Alexis M. Polant, summa cum laude. Roland Polesic, summa cum laude. Liam R. O'Neill, magna cum laude. Leah Nancy Oscar Phoenix, magna cum laude. Michael Christopher Willett, magna cum laude. Sahar Panahi. Sahar Panahi. Kyle Anthony Panis, magna cum laude. Nicole Hannah Pappas, magna cum laude. Laird Parker, magna cum laude. Samantha Renee Parks, magna cum laude. Serenity Hope Perkins, magna cum laude. Olivia Frances Perrin, summa cum laude. Aiden Perry, cum laude. Adam Nicholas Four, magna cum laude. Isabella Grace Pierce, cum laude. Miguel Pina. Anne Marie Player, magna cum laude. Gretchen Parmalu. Donovan James Potemry. Kylie Rose Powers, magna cum laude. Ryan Cole Preventure. Ahmad Qureshi. Abigail Anna Ramblejay, magna cum laude. Madison Mariah Resendiz, magna cum laude. Sydney Rose Resendiz, magna cum laude. Bridget Noreen Reynolds. Madeline William Robinson, magna cum laude. Desiree Jada Rodriguez, cum laude. Karen Rothke Khan. Deborah Royas. Angelina Elizabeth Rojas, summa cum laude. Margaret Josephine Rolt, summa cum laude. Haley Ann Roy, cum laude. Angela Rose Sanchez, magna cum laude. Abadel Sanchez Garcia, magna cum laude. Cassandra J. Sanick. Justin Dane Santiago, magna cum laude. Jamie Kaylin Satterfield, summa cum laude. Thomas Bennett Schooler, cum laude. Lily Flora Schultz, cum laude. Caitlin Scotton, magna cum laude. Tyler Matthew Sapinski, cum laude. Marie Stephanie Sphere. Philip Robert Schenkman, cum laude. Lillian Hennessy Sheridan, magna cum laude. Sumitra Shrestha. Amy Silla. Christopher Robert Silva, magna cum laude. Michael Norman Sims, summa cum laude. Olivia Smelster, magna cum laude. Patricia M. Smith. Elaine M. Soloran, magna cum laude. Luke William Spear. Morgan A. St. Martin, magna cum laude. Kyle Robert Sullivan. Anna Helena Swayze, magna cum laude. Amy Lynn Sylvia. Leah Janelle Tart. Ariel Rain Taylor, magna cum laude. Michael John Tempesta. Michael Robert Templeton, magna cum laude. Pharaoh Marcelo Thevenin. Anthony James Thomas, magna cum laude. Samantha Claire Thompson, magna cum laude. Lowell Allen Torres. Shayla N. Tran. Gianna M. Visconti, magna cum laude. Oscar Linus Christopher Walgren, summa cum laude. Andrea Rose Wallace, cum laude. Kaylee Michelle Walsh, summa cum laude. Ryan Walsh. Catherine R. Ward, cum laude. Joseph Edward Warhold. Lucas Hunter Watkins, cum laude. James Daniel Wahab. Madeline Josephine White, magna cum laude. Simon P. Weiner. Chris D. Wilder, magna cum laude. Benjamin Hines Williams. Genevieve Nicole Withington, magna cum laude. Jakia Wilson. Caitlin Wood. Donald E. Wright, Jr. Michael Clayton Warden, summa cum laude. His diploma will be presented by Michelle Warden, financial aid counselor. Mary Kate Aaron Wasaki. Juliana Marie Simons, cum laude. Hong Chi Yang. Sean Michael Young, cum laude. Maya Giovanna Zaccheo, cum laude. Hannah Marie Zoll. Julia Christine Zona, cum laude.
Let's give one more round of applause to all of our graduates. Graduates, you should be incredibly proud of your achievement. You earned it, but we all know that no one achieves anything alone. So I want to give you, the graduates, a chance to recognize those who have supported you in this important achievement. Will the faculty and staff of Curry College please stand to be recognized by our graduates? Thank you, faculty and staff. And now will the family members and friends of the graduates please stand to be recognized for all the support you gave. I will now ask Reverend Ian Mevorach to come to the podium to deliver our benediction. After the benediction, please remain in your seats until all the graduates have recessed from the pavilion. Thank you.
Class of 2024, as this celebration comes to a close, the journey before you unfolds. You've learned so much here at Curry, yet your learning journey is just beginning. It's an adventure that never ends. As graduates, you will always be members of the dynamic Curry community of teachers, learners, professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders of many kinds. We all share this adventure together. As you go forth from this place, may you go with the confidence of the skills and knowledge you've acquired at Curry. May you go with the support of your friends and mentors. May you go with the pride that your families feel for you on this day. So class of 2024, I want you to be aware that the joy and sense of accomplishment that you are feeling in this moment is indeed a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So let's take a moment. I want to invite you to really breathe in this cool, crisp air. You know, breathe it in, feel the chill in your bones in this moment. And I want to invite you to take a moment and just reflect, a silent moment. Consider all the gifts you have received as students. Consider all the blessings that you're taking with you as graduates. Just take this moment. I want to invite you to store your experience of this special day deeply in your memory. May you never forget it. Curry community, as we go forth from this place, I call upon the source of all life to be with us, to watch over us, to bless us on our way, to bring us through the highs and the lows with grace, and to help us embrace the amazing possibilities that lie ahead for each of us. May the love that is in this place fill our hearts, O God, and may this love, by your grace, abide with us on our journeys ahead. Amen.